These will be 9mm. That little cog will take off. And because we're pulling it apart, don't be too stressed about that chain falling down in there for now. We'll get to that later. And now that timing chain's off, we'll undo these and take the cylinder head off. So these will be 10mm, these 4 bolts. Not done up super duper tight, so they should be good to come off. And when we put them on, let's not do them up too tight because we don't want to crack these fragile aluminium. These will have a couple little washers on them as well. And you keep them washers. Now you'll note, 3 of the washers will be normal. One of them's a little gold copper washer. That gold copper washer goes on the bottom left-hand nut. So the bottom far over nut is that copper washer. I don't know exactly why. I think it's something to do with the oil coming up. It's an oil chamber on that side. So anyway, the little copper washer is on that far bottom one. And then again, just a little gentle persuasion and that cap will come off. Mine's stuck on there with mud, so anyway, fuck it, can stay there. Large Phillips head onto this nut here. Take him off. Now, that whole cylinder head should be now free. There we go. Now because you want to reuse or try and reuse your other one, when you're taking the other one apart, try not to damage the gaskets in between here and here. There we go. Oh, friggin' mud guards in the way. Oh. That's your cylinder head off, if I can get it, the last bit. Friggin' mud guard. There we go. Cylinder head off. Don't lose these little dowel pins. These little dowel pins that are locate them back in, and they go specific where they came out. Well, that's disgusting. But anyway, that's the cylinder head off. Now you got your cylinder head off. Remember about this timing chain? That little bolt there holds the little spacer wheel, so that'll stop that from running away on you. But there's your piston and your bore, and this is the gasket you want to try and keep off your next one, or either one. Just if you've got a good looking gasket, keep it. But note here, you'll have a little rubber washer for that oil return, and a little rubber washer over here for that oil return. Try and keep all these. So just peel this gasket off. Look, mine seems to be stuck there. That's all right. If this is your new cylinder that you're taking off and it's stuck on it, leave it stuck on there. So we're going to undo this guy now because that's all that's holding this piston and bore onto the engine. So we'll undo this bolt. Oh, you son of a bitch. Yeah. Undone that little bolt. That guy should be now free. It'll probably be stuck onto the engine with the gasket, and it's been on there for a long time, so you might need to give it a little love tap. And if the piston's seized up in there, you might have to give it a little pull. But there we go. So that'll slide up now to get away. Now the timing chain is going to catch on this little wheel here. But for now, we'll just bring it up. There you go, it's sitting on that wheel. So we're going to undo this little bolt on the side, which is a 10mm, and there'll be a little plastic wheel there, and then the timing chain can just fall out the back. Now we've undone that little bolt that holds that wheel on, and the timing chain will now fall out the back. There's that little plastic wheel. That's just so the timing chain doesn't slap around in there. So just put that in there so we don't lose it. Put that down there for later. Timing chain now sitting in the engine. You can just sit here flapping out. So we're going to pull this guy off. And again, the mud guard's in the way. Oh yes, son of a bitch. There we go. That's your bore, and then your piston down here. Now on the back of this will be the gaskets, actually on mine stuck to this one. If it's in good nick, try not to damage it. Keep it there. Now this guy also has little keepers, little location lugs. If they're down on there, leave them down on there. Like this one, it just slipped out. It actually goes on the top there. Not to worry, I'll just slide him back down. He can stay there for later on. Also note on the back here, which goes on that little port, little recess there, that little rubber washer. Don't lose the rubber washer. He goes on there. I'll put that down there for later on. There you go. That's your cylinder. This is the one that's stuffed on mine. Now I want to show you, this is mine. As you know, this was the piston and the head on mine stuffed, and I'm deleting it. But anyway, you can check this out when you pull yours apart, and you'll see how bad it is. This should be nice and clean in this bore, and this piston should be nice and clean too, because we know this is stuffed. So you'll be able to see this is absolutely terrible. So on the top of the roof of this, I'll try and get it on the film so you can see. See all that slide marks, all that scoring on the roof? That's from the piston just grinding away. And then on the bottom of the piston, you can see as well. I'll try and get a better picture in the video. It's hard to see with the little phone, but see all that slide, all that score marks in the top of the roof of the bore, and then in the bottom, see it's just where the piston's been sliding all the way down. That's terrible. It's probably had sand and grit, or probably no oil maybe. But then even on the piston itself, look at that. It's fucking destroyed. Just sliding away on the roof. Yeah, that's that's my problem. And yours will probably be similar. So yeah, just all that slide score mark where it's just been sliding up and down that bore, just giving itself curry. Now on your piston, it'll be written on the top, IN for intake. The IN goes at the top because your intake's at the top. You'll have IN, just so you know. Anyway, we'll get this piston off, and I'm going to show you how to get that piston off on that guy, just because I don't want to do this just yet. Now, to get the pistons, the piston off the rod, they're going to have little pins. There's little clip pins. This one is a good one because it actually comes out like that so I can reach it. Sometimes they don't. Sometimes they just, I don't know if you can see that, they just sit in there like that. You've got to get a tiny little flathead or a little needle or something and just pry underneath that and get that little pin clip out. And once you get that pin clip out, you can slide that actual pin out and then take the piston off. So I'll set the camera up and I'll try and do this the best I can. Oh yeah, I'm lucky with this guy because not all the pins are all curled over like that, but just get that pin, try not to lose it. Oh, just stretch the little fucker out like so. There you go. Put that little pin out and keep him. And then I only get one side out and just a little flathead or anything, just slide that pin out. There you go. And then that piston comes off the rod. Easy as. And again, see, oh, it's hard to see, I don't know if you can see that. In for intake, so that's the top. And this is the quad bike one. It's got a little bit of scoring. This was just a parts motor. But yeah, that's it. And then you got your piston rings. Top one, middle one, and then your bottom oil sifter. So yeah, and then we're going to put it all, but when you got your new piston, so you've got your old 125, you've taken the piston and the piston pin out with the piston clip, and you should have your head that goes with it, because they will have worn out together. So you'll keep your piston with your new 125 head, and hopefully you got your gasket on the back and your gasket on the front, because they hopefully shouldn't have ripped or peeled or wrecked. And that's what we're going to put back onto your bike. So it should be second hand but good. So let's put, first things first, your bike will be looking like this. Let's put your piston back on. Simple as this. Intake, IN, goes to the top. Just get him in there. A little bit of oil on these if they're not already slippery and oily, just helps them slide in. Can't see what I'm doing. There we go. Slides in there like that. There you go, piston's on. Now to stop that from coming out, we just want to get this little needle. There's a little groove in there, and you want to get that little clip, that little circlip needle into that groove. Absolute little pain in the ass job to do, so I'm going to turn the camera off while I do this, but basically lots of swearing, lots of fiddly with flathead and little needles trying to push that in, but once it sits in that little groove, it's on.